Hello everyone, my name is Wadlow Hambersong and I'm the best Dwarf Fortress-like YouTuber in north central Minnesota, and today I'm going to be bringing you some RimWorld. It's sort of imagined Dwarf Fortress, but with a graphical user interface, mouse controls, and set in space. I've always been sort of iffy on stuff like Memoria and dwarves, sort of Dwarf Fortress clones, but this one does stuff differently enough while still being sort of in depth and having mods that I enjoy it. But today we're going to be doing, just to introduce my viewers to it, a vanilla run. We'll last as long as we can, and then if it's at all popular, I'll do a modded run. So let's get into it. To our 3 colonists and to all the viewers, welcome officially to RimWorld. Now, since this is a pure vanilla run, running on rough randy random, we're going to get started with a bit of planning first. We got to make sure that we're not just going into this half-baked, even though that I will be going into this half-baked because I'm me, and this was literally a spur-of-the-moment decision. I have been playing a lot of RimWorld, but I've been playing it a lot with mods, and I figured I was putting so many hours into it that I might as well record some, since we have a slot open with Stalker ending. So we got some elephants down here, we got plenty of starting food. Now, Slarvik is the best shooter, we're going to give her the bolt-action rifle. We got John the surgeon, so we'll give her a revolver. Well, melee. Who's the best at melee here? So yeah, John should have the knife as the doctor and melee master. And I'll take the revolver with my 0 shooting skill. So, without a doubt, my character is going to die. So, first things first, we gotta get a place to put all of our important gear so it doesn't just start rotting. And we want to find a place with a steam vent so that we can use that for power. So there's one there, one here. They're both really close to the edges of the map. It's the sad part. Here's one. So down here seems like the best place. We've also got rich soil, which is very important for growing. I don't have a mod that lets me just till soil, so this is the best place to grow food. So, first things first, we're going to build a roof area. It's about 6 wide with only 1 wall. And underneath that, we're going to build a stockpile zone. And then with that stockpile zone, we'll be able to start moving all of our important stuff. We're going to start with the things that will rot, or not rot, but deteriorate with no roof. So, yeah, like I said, well, I don't know if I said it, I might have in the preamble, but it's a lot like Dwarf Fortress with the UI, and there's a lot of Dwarf Fortress games with the UI, Dwarves, Memoria, that I'm very disinterested in, because I am a big fan of Dwarf Fortress, but I like RimWorld because it's well done, it's still updated, it has a modding community, which is a big part of why I like Dwarf Fortress and I don't like Dwarves or Memoria. And it has its own setting. You know, there's lots of settings in Dwarf Fortress, but this helps because, you know, it's not just dwarves building a mine into a mountain. It's, you know, space. So it helps with that. So we're in sort of an arid shrubland. It's not quite a desert, but it's not much better than a desert. It's going to get hot. It's not going to get super cold during the winter, but it will get hot. So I have to keep that in mind. Our Slarvig is puking on the ground because of crypto sleep sickness. So let's speed it up while we're moving stuff. So we're going to have to build a freezer because, you know, during spring it's already 50. It's going to get up there during this summer, I think. So what's our work schedule like? John is mining. I can mine. John is also the only one who can research, so that's annoying. I didn't even notice that. So now we got that stuff, we can start moving our metal. I think first things first. I'm going to put 3 beds in here. So we can sleep inside. It won't be a great bedroom by any means, but it will be better than sleeping outside on the floor. Sarvig, please finish this other bed, and then you can go to sleep. There. Everyone's sleeping inside. So they have their own needs. You know, you can have mood spirals and stuff like Dwarf Fortress. So Kev is I'm depressive, a masochist, and a teetotaler. Yeah, it works. That works. John is an ascetic, so John actually prefers to live in a shithole. But also, she has a green thumb. Slarvig is kind and a hard worker, but also has a bloodlust, which means they enjoy killing people. Which, you know, so they like Hotline Miami, but also that means it's a good thing if we're going to do... Because we're going to have to defend ourselves, probably. Though we are on Randy Random, so maybe we'll get lucky and never have to do any fighting. I'm going to do the first episode about 20 minutes. If people like this or want to watch it, they can let me know. I'll ask some people to see if they want to move it up to 30 minutes, 40 minutes, an hour every episode. I don't know how many episodes this first part is going to last. Essentially, my idea is that after this vanilla run, I'll do it with mods. I just didn't want to start with mods. Might as well cut down this cacti because they're not getting any sun anyway. So Kev's not in a great mood. Depressive, alphabaric, rebuffed by John. I attempted to create a romance, but I got the cold shoulder. Feels bad, man. Ugly environment, slept in the cold, feeling bad, ate without a table. But tons of joy. I love it. New colony optimism. And low expectation. I'm out here with little shelter. I'd better steel myself to survive. Well, these two at least aren't depressive. Speaking of joy, we should have someone build a horseshoes pin, so we got something to do. Food. About 33 bits of food left, but we do have a bunch of agave we can rely on for a little bit. Start farming on this nice rich soil. And we're going to start building some steel walls. There. Now, we do want a large freezer. We want a freezer so we can store all our food in it. We need the food to be put in a good place. So, you know, I might as well. Although we are taking up some rich soil, but that's fine. I just want a nice easy place. Oh, so... Oh, that's awkward because I named these characters after me and a friend, and my friend has a girlfriend, but, you know... These are just characters from the future who aren't actually... They're just named after the famous Earth entertainers from the past. Kevin and Sean. Not representative of reality. God damn it. Hey, we got some visitors. Riesling, Viper, and Elk. They're tribals. Oh, which one of us is good at social? No, none of us are very social, but Slarvig is the best. Buy some marijuana. Don't really have anything we need. Buying wooden Ikwa because I am better suited with a melee weapon. I create a dumping stockpile over here for bodies and blocks of rock and stuff. So I want to sleep. You know, it helps their mood that, you know, they're in love. So we're going to need some solar generators. And now we'll build some concrete in here. You know, John likes constructing, so we'll let them do it too, even though they're not quite as good to start as Slarvig the drone. What does a drone mean? So they were a coma child. The child had an accident put Slarvig into a coma. She didn't wake up until she was in her late teens. Her body never recovered from the years of inactivity, but people tend to take pity on her when they take her story, so that's some social up. Hive-world drone. Slarvig worked as a mindless construction drone in a massive Hive-world civilization. Though she is now freed from the brutal social experiments to which she was subjected, she remains incapable of creative thought and leadership. Well, that's a shame. So John was a pickpocket. John witnessed her parents' murder at a young age. With no guidance, she had to fend for herself any way possible. Joining a small group of misfits, she did whatever was necessary to survive. And then, being near many injured fellow criminals, John took it upon herself to work on them. Although many people died, she did get better at using knives, so that explains all that. Whereas Kevin is, as a child, Kev was addicted to reading. He would spend all day in his local library with his nose in a book. When the budget cuts forced the library to close, Kev was distraught. He decided to fill the gap by writing his own stories instead. And then a smith on a medieval world. So, now, power. We need batteries. But we need roofs over them because rain makes them explode. Planetologist's settlement. Big boy Kev's Buds and Antioch. So this local place is called Antioch. But the faction is Big Boy Kev's Buds. Now, we're going to build a stockpile zone in here, and this will only include foods. This will not include foods. We need more steel, so we're going to just deconstruct this chunk of ship for some steel and components, which are very important. 20 components, and those are pretty much anything that's anything. These, you needed them. My coolers are going to need them. Oh, also we have a dog, Victor. A male Yorkshire Terrier. An escape pod landed nearby. Proctor the Drifter, 75-year-old, who's actually 800 years old. He's a mute. She's a mute. And a drifter. Green thumb, but also jealous. Some good cooking skills. They're very old, so they have cataracts, so they can barely see, but... well... which one of us is the fastest? We're all the same speed, so John the doctor can go rescue Proctor the mute. Now, temperature. We want to build some coolers. Oh, you have to save Proctor. There we go. So we're gonna run her in to the sleeping spot, this old granny, and fix her up a little bit. So we got some wounds, blood loss, a cut on the torso, pretty nasty cut, stab in the right leg, a cut in the right foot, and then cataracts. Don't have enough components or enough steel for a second one of those. Let's see here if we can find some components to dig. There we go. Compacted machinery. And mine some more metal. Oh, Proctor doesn't want to stay with us. Alright, goodbye, Proctor. Hope you have a good life of living alive. So, we'll make the stockpile zone back, and once we get this built, we'll start cranking these down to about 0 degrees Fahrenheit. And then our food won't rot. A quadrum is about a month. Got some psychoid leaves. These can be turned into drugs later. But we would need the technology. We can research in here. And it would take some stuff. And we can see on the right there, got the temperature, and it's going down in here. And what we would prefer to do, actually, is to build what is called an airlock, which helps prevent leakage of cool air. And also building a 2-tile wide wall is actually important, now that I think about it. I'm going to deconstruct this solar generator, sadly. Oh, I don't want to build another. We want to move these. And now we need little chimneys Because they do have heat that vents out the back, and we don't want to close that, otherwise we'll blow them up or some shit. Oop. So, there we go. Now, there. So once it's double tiled, it'll hold in the cold even better, but we need more metal. What's Kev doing? I'm mining over here. Okay. John has gotten food poisoning from the agave fruit. Wonderful. We're very bad at mining. Dog! Fucking dog. I don't like the dog. It's eating all of our good food. It's going in and out constantly. It's quite annoying. So we've been here for a few days. The year is divided into 4 quadrants of 15 days each. That's essentially how it works. We've been here for 4 days. And it's currently April, May, the year 5500. We've got some boom rat leather that landed. Oh, and some nice steel here. We can go and pick up. Now, it's been about 20 minutes, give or take, with the intro and all. So, thanks for watching, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed the first episode of RimWorld, and we'll come back for more. And yeah, I'll see you then. Bye.